Welcome,
to the Stream of Consciousness,
episode 31.
of Rubber Mushroom Podcast. I am Turtle Cube. I'm here with Turtle Dad,
I am Turtle Dad. I am here with Turtle Cube.
and today we are back. Actually, it's been what, a week? We missed last
I
week.
think we missed a week.
We
Yes.
missed last week because of Mom.
Yep, we missed last week. We had a medical emergency, but everyone is fine.
Yay!
For some definition of fine. Just redefine fine and you're good.
There you go. So
So we have new icons.
we do have new icons.
Tell me about these new icons.
We have new icons. The icon that you see on the on the left there, the mushroom, that is the new icon for this channel, the Rubber Mushroom Podcast channel. At some point, Google will finally catch up with the changes I made, and you'll actually see it somewhere. Right now, I still see the just little brown R. But I have indeed updated that, so you should be able to see it in the future. We're getting a banner and everything as well for the channel.
Excellent.
We, yes, you're. Who's we?
You said we're getting a banner.
Yes. We, the channel is getting a banner.
Got it.
You say we. I can't speak in plurals. I'm not allowed
You
to
could,
speak
I
in
suppose.
plurals. I can't include you on this.
You can.
Exactly. And the one on the right is a lot more exciting and pertains particularly to
Wait,
this.
I know it is a mesh, a merging of consciousnesses.
Kind of, yeah.
How did I made that up? Was that right?
Yeah, that is going to be the logo for the Stream of Consciousness.
Wow, I made that up and I was right. Okay.
I can't pull up the full logo at the moment because it is in a file that is too big for OBS to handle. It keeps crashing every time I try to open it.
Boo, OBS.
But hopefully in the next coming weeks we'll actually have a full thumbnail out, so that old Rubber Mushroom Podcast background that we've been using for a while will be replaced with the official Stream of Consciousness background.
Wow, I'm impressed.
So yeah, and we'll be official thumbnails, and we have logos, and it's cool.
Very cool.
It's cool.
All right.
But yeah, that's the that is. I have a couple of art for some more podcasts that I want to do. As I said, this channel has an icon, and it'll be getting a banner, so like the YouTube channel will look much more official.
Nice.
Which is cool. But yeah. For now, we just have these two little icons here. The Rubber Mushroom Podcast logo itself, the original one that is here, is actually off center in the page. So having one on each side, having one of the circle logos on each side makes it look really weird, so I'm just gonna put them both there.
I like one on each side.
Yeah, but the spacing's not right.
Doesn't mean by not right.
To me, it looks off.
Okay. I'm not artsy, so I don't care.
To me, it looks like, because I mean, if the mushroom itself was centered, then you could have one on each side, but you have this over here and then this over here, and there's a lot less space between the edges, and that there's a lot less space over there than there is with the mushroom, so it just looks squished.
I don't see it. It's fine to me.
Well, I'm the one designing this, so too
yeah.
bad.
No, fine.
So, how are you? How's the last couple weeks been?
Busy.
Would you like to elaborate for the podcast?
Yeah, I could do that. I suppose that was kind of a little empty there.
That was kind of what I was implying.
Yeah.
It's kind of how we start each one of these things.
Let's see. The week has been busy. Your mother is still alive, which is an encouraging thing.
That is good.
Um,
That is good.
yes. So we had the medical emergency, which worked out okay. And then we had the garage project is coming along. Finally, it seems to be
Woo!
installed.
That's good.
I'm getting contractors to answer me, and some of them are coming over, and hopefully we're going to be getting realistic quotes soon.
Even better.
Yes, even better, and I'm very excited about that.
That's awesome.
Yes. Let's see what else. Winter's coming.
Winter is coming. The goose is getting
fat. That's about it.
All right.
The week was busy, but I don't know. Just a kind of a normal week, but a week, normally busy.
Yeah.
Not anything terribly busy, except for the emergency room issue.
Right.
Medical emergency.
The medical emergency.
I have been so busy though I haven't actually had time to even read an article. I have nothing.
Read an article? You haven't even read an
No,
article?
I don't even read. So I had over 400 messages in my inbox on my phone
Wow.
that I was saving to go through another time. Who am I kidding? Right? Not going to go through those. So I just went through and deleted them. I scanned through them, so there was a few, I really do want to save this one, and saved maybe a dozen of them.
Yeah.
But then just went and deleted my inbox. I'm like, if I haven't read this by now or answered this person, I really don't want to.
Yeah.
Okay, so I did that, and that, I think, made my phone feel much better. But I'm like, I'm trying to keep zero inbox.
That's usually what I do.
I'm really trying to keep
That's
that.
usually what I do. By the end of the day, my inbox is empty. With the exception of one or two emails that I don't quite know how to categorize, but I want to save.
Well, I use a couple of different email clients, but I like Bluemail. That's my preferred email client on the phone.
Uh-huh.
And you can make nice folders with that.
Yeah.
But I also use the Google Mail client, the Gmail client.
Yep.
How do you make folders with that? Can you make folders
Yeah,
with that
I have folders.
Because I don't know how to make folders with that thing. It's like, they did not make this obvious.
No, it's
It's like, there's no way to make folders with this.
you have Gmail right here.
Well, I think you should
We
show
got
our
here.
listening audience.
Alright, so if you've ever used Gmail, Gmail does not have what they call folders.
You just said you could make folders.
Yes.
Okay, you lied.
No, I
To
did.
thousands of people listening.
Nope.
You
Did not lie.
All right, fine.
Did not lie.
All right, go ahead. Continue.
So I will show you. I'm not 100% sure how to do it on the phone.
Well, I think you could do it on their web interface.
Oh, the web
but-
interface, I know how to do it, yeah.
But I don't want to have the phone, and it's like, I want to make a folder.
Oh, I'm in the wrong email, that's why. See, I have Gmail set up to have all my emails go through Gmail. So everything that comes in pops up. Alright, here we go. So you go into here, and they're not folders, they're labels. This is label.
They're labels.
Recent labels, all labels, and you go down all the way to the bottom.
Yeah, so you make a label.
And it says...
Label. Now we're on the mobile
There's-
device here,
yeah.
folks. Label.
What was the thing that said create new label, and that's how you do it?
So you just label the messages?
Yeah, but pretty much you put them in the label folders. Like I can take.
All right, I'll have to try that. I didn't.
I could take, I don't know, something here. This from you. I could take this. I can move to, and then I can move it to the family label, and it moves it to the family label.
Oh. I'll have to try labels. I didn't even look at labels.
But the thing you could do, you can go search for it in the different labels. So if you have something with multiple labels on it, it will pop up in multiple folders.
Oh, that's okay. I don't mind that.
Yeah.
But I didn't think to associate. I didn't even look at labels. I'm like,
Yep.
who would call it labels? That's stupid.
That Google calls it labels.
Okay, that's fine. However they want to tag it.
And I think if you have something and you go move to, I forget how to do it on the phone, but you can make new labels. I usually do it on my computer, just because it's easier. I find computer things to always be better than apps.
Usually. Well, depends on the app. Like I don't like websites on. I generally don't. I I generally don't like web interfaces, period. Whether it's on the phone or the computer. I just think web interfaces are garbage. So I prefer apps, one place or the other, but...
Yep.
Okay, that's good to know. Labels. So you've learned something technical and useful, hopefully, tonight. It was worth the price of admission.
Seeing as the price of admission is free, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, because if you go here, I'm going to show you here. Create new label.
Okay.
It's just
Anything to call them labels, that's all.
Yeah, they just call them labels. Don't know why they call them labels, but I mean, I do know why they're called labels, because for folders, you can only put something in one folder.
Oh, true.
But for this, you can open this email and add as many different labels as you want to this. And then there's a bug on my screen. And then it'll pop up and multiple labels like you see here. I just go into here, and it has the Jibba label.
Well, that's an interesting background you have with all those rocks.
Yeah.
Can I see that?
Sure.
Excellent. Hang on one second.
Why?
That's fair. I just want to try something. I never thought of this. But wait for it. Let me see it. Oh, I don't know if I have it anymore.
What are we looking for?
An app I wrote. Oh, I do. Let me see if I still have it.
An app you wrote?
Yeah, I want to see.
Ooh,
if
with Unity.
Yeah, I wrote one app with Unity. It was really kind of interesting. But I guess being rock. Can you get rid of the white thing on it?
Not really. It's just my email.
Oh, it's your email. Okay. Well, quite
Hold on. Can I go? Hold on.
Oh, never mind. That's
Wait.
It's not working anymore.
Where was it?
There we go. No, I guess it's not quite working.
What was it supposed to do?
It's supposed to make something appear on the screen, but it's not working. So let's try it that way. I don't think that works. No, guess not.
Yeah.
Might be because it's that. Okay, this is very boring for our listening audience. So we'll move
What
on.
was it supposed to do?
I'll show you later.
All right.
Anyway, moving on. So virtual reality, that is one thing that's been on my mind. Like VR headsets and stuff like that. I want to get one. I want to get a lot of things.
You can also change the label colors.
I want to get a 3D printer.
And make sub-labels. I don't know why you would make sub-labels to labels.
Like
but
subfolders.
Yeah.
So anyway, I was thinking about getting like a VR headset of some sort.
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, it would be. What would we do with it? I don't know what to do with it.
What, VR?
Yeah.
Make stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, you know either. Okay, can't do that.
What do you want to do?
I don't know what I want. I don't know what I want to do with it. I just want to play with it.
You want to play
I
with
just
it?
want to play with it. That's all. I don't know. So I did download Unity recently, and I started looking at an example on how to make a Lego game.
Oh, okay.
That was cool, but I only had a chance to get through one lesson because, well, last week was busy.
Wait, a Lego game?
So-
They allow you to just make Lego games in Unity? Isn't
Apparently.
Lego copyrighted?
Maybe they have an agreement.
Copywritten?
Maybe they have an agreement. I don't know. The example was making a Lego game.
Like what kind of Lego game?
Like Lego characters jumping up and down rocks and things.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
maybe they just have an agreement with Lego to use the characters.
Yeah. So I was practicing with that a little bit, but I want to learn
Yeah.
like that. I don't know anything about game programming, and I want to learn how to use a game engine or something like that.
Right.
It's just I don't have time.
Yeah.
It's just like, wow, So instead I do things programming wise that people will pay me for.
Which is probably a smart idea.
If you want to eat regularly, yeah. Can't find D here.
That'd be a cool thing to brainstorm, though. What would be things you would make for VR?
I don't know. Maybe if I had a target, I could do it. I don't know anything about VR programming, so that's why I was learning Unity, because you can do VR programming in that. Wait a minute, was it Unity or was it the other one I was learning? I forgot.
Unreal Engine?
I forgot, maybe it was Unreal. I don't remember. It was one of them.
Alright.
There's a bunch of them.
Well, Unity and Unreal are like the two most popular
Yeah.
ones.
Yeah, I think it might have been Unity, actually. So anyway, that's like on my list of things to do, but I don't know if I'm ever going to get to that.
Okay. What are things you want to do in VR?
I want to make like a history lesson where you can walk around history and interact with the historical characters.
Okay.
That is what I would really like to do. I think that'd be a cool project. Hi. We have a visitor.
Ow.
Ow, that was painful.
I'm not here.
You're not here. Okay.
Not listening.
There is no bunny.
There's no visitor, no mysterious visitor in the room. Fear not.
The not mysterious visitor is now gone.
Goodbye, not mysterious visitor. So I would want to make like an app. My dream application is to make a history program
Okay.
where you could walk through some time in history and talk to characters, or maybe just interact with the people of that time. Realistically,
Interesting.
where they would have, kind of like you do at a, if you've ever gone to a fair
Right.
or one of those things,
Right.
where they're not allowed to come out of character and they have to stay in character. I'd like to do that VR wise. So I think it
Well, I
would
think
make
if
history
you-
more interesting.
If you want to make VR things, then what you should start with is learn how to make just open world environments that you can walk around in.
Yeah, that's a good place to start. Okay.
Just start with that and then add stuff to it. Kind of on that same vein, I recently learned that the people from Defunctland have been making a VR open world space.
Oh, really?
Do you know Defunctland?
Yes, they do the Disney rides.
More than just that,
VR.
but yeah.
That's what I know them for. Yeah.
They pretty much they're a YouTube channel that does documentaries on old defunct amusement parks and amusement park rides and stuff like that. They did a really good series on the life of Jim Henson,
Really?
which is really really interesting. And they've been doing another little mini series, a longer mini series about the influences of Disney. What influenced Disney to make the decisions he did.
Okay.
Which has also been very interesting. But they recently came out with a project where they put a bunch of those defunct rides in VR,
Yes.
so you can go ride them, which is kind of cool. And they made it like a whole Disney kind of esque sort of vibe for the whole thing. That was really cool. That's the one thing I kind of wish I had a VR set for. But I'm probably not going to get one because the best VR set is owned by Facebook and you need a Facebook account in order to use it. And I think that's stupid.
That's terrible. Then buy the second best.
I don't know what that is.
You buy an augmented reality set like a HoloLens. I like those. I think
Yeah, but
those
you
are
can't
cool
do
too.
the same with them.
No, you can't. You can't. Now for that, I don't know. I think I would make tutorials or something.
Minecraft is an augmented reality game
Do they really?
Mhm.
Oh, that's kind of interesting.
where you can make little buildings and whatnot, and then you can like place them in on
your
Earth,
space, yeah.
on Earth.
Yeah.
And so if somebody else comes up with the app and they look around, they can see what you
it.
placed.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
We should go around town, like seeing if anybody placed any in the area.
It'd probably be easier to find in cities rather than around here.
Well, I don't
but
know. Somebody might have gone to a cow pasture and placed a sheep
We should
or
do that.
something.
We should just go to random fields and place things and see if anybody will find them
Right.
or if the game will shut down first.
Why shut down? Because nobody uses it.
Exactly. I don't know how many people use it, but I do know there's a lot of things like that where just if it relies on a lot of people to use it, but it just doesn't get any traction, it ends up closing down.
Because you got to make money on it somehow.
Exactly. Granted, Minecraft doesn't have to make money on anything because they make money with Minecraft. So they can do literally whatever they want for a deficit and still be making money.
So those are things that have been on my mind and on my plate. That's about it.
Alright.
I think I have to rebuild my laptop because it somehow got messed up and it will not log on to the Windows Store.
Which is odd.
which is really strange. But I think it's because. And by the way, Microsoft can't help me. I was on tech support for 2 hours, and they really have no idea what's going on.
Wow.
They had me rebuild my machine, but I kept all the user accounts,
Right.
and they kept all the stuff, and I think I need to blow it away
Ah.
and make it again. So I'm probably going to do that before I get too much stuff on it. And maybe I'll do it this weekend, actually. Let you know how that goes next week.
All right.
But try that. That's a technical glitch. Please stand by.
You know, please stand by. Like technical difficulties, please stand by. It'll pop up there. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom.
That's hard to do. Need longer hands. All right.
No.
So what's on your mind? What have you been doing?
No. I have been doing quite a few things.
Such as?
Work a lot.
Okay.
A lot of work. I just went to go open up Google Drive and there's a little thing that popped up. Elon Musk says settlers will likely die on Mars. He's right.
He's right.
Well,
They'll probably all die there. Well, okay,
least you're in
let's
agreement.
go. All right.
at least you're in agreement. So I have been working, aside from work, and taking care of girlfriends and sisters and mothers and stuff.
Oh my.
I have been working on 2 new video projects.
Okay.
Yeah, that's been
Are they interesting video projects?
I think they're interesting video
Give me the
projects.
Reader's Digest version. Short version. What are these interesting video projects?
They are poems I have written that I am trying to make videos to accompany.
Okay.
One of them is voiced by me. I'm reading it out loud as the video goes on, and the other one is thematically silent.
There's no sound.
There's no sound at all.
Just images going by.
Yes, images and words on the screen, which makes sense when you see it.
Okay.
But actually, after this podcast, I'm going to be doing some storyboarding for the videos of both of those,
Ah.
and hopefully recording them tomorrow.
Ooh.
So, we
Well, that's interesting.
shall see.
That's interesting.
Let's see if I can find the other one, because I need to... What's that one? Is it this one?
Well, I wish you good luck in your endeavor. I will watch it when it comes to the big screen.
No, that's something else. I can't find the other one I wrote. I need it. I need it. I need it. I need to find it now.
Let's- Any philosophical questions for us?
Why don't people think?
Well, that question right off the bat assumes they don't.
A lot of people don't.
Well, I mean, you have to think to live.
Right, but a lot of people just take in stuff and don't think about what it is they're taking in.
Well, for example, this podcast.
You don't think about what you're taking in?
No, I mean, how many people take this podcast in and don't think about it? Oh, actually, we know the answer. None.
Well, it says none of them take it in.
Because no one's listening to this podcast.
Exactly.
Actually, do we have any listeners? What's our listener status? We
One,
have one?
currently.
Where'd you see that? Where? I didn't see that. There was no one on the
Oh,
screen.
now it's 0.
Zero.
There was a 1 there.
No one's listening.
There
We're
was a
broadcast.
one
It's like
there.
talking to an empty room. If a professor lectures in an empty hall, does it make any sense?
Probably.
Okay.
Probably. Where did I put it? Where did I put it, Father?
Well, you know what we missed? We got to get Uncle Ray on here.
We do.
We really do.
We do have to get Uncle Ray
Maybe we
on
could
here.
call him tonight. I don't know what media he's on. How he does that. I'll have to talk to him.
Don't know.
Yes, but we're spitting bandwidth here. But your CPU is only at 4.2%, which is pretty low, actually.
Yeah.
And we're pushing out 3 megabits per second. Okay. Well,
I really don't know where I put it.
maybe we should make this the shortest Stream of Consciousness podcast on record.
No.
Why not?
I don't want to.
All right, what do you want to do? This is boring. I'm here and I'm bored.
Why are you bored?
Because nothing's happening. Nothing. Nada. Zippo. Zilch. Noodle.
Do something.
I'm trying to have a conversation, and you're randomly looking at files.
I am having. I'm responding to you. I'm trying to find the other document that I need.
What do you need now?
I found it.
You happier now?
Yes. But now I could talk about what I wanted to talk about, which is how to get people on here, and talking about you mentioned coffee to me.
Coffee. Yes. Oh, yes. I think I'm shutting down the Coffee Understands website.
Right, but I wanted to mention that
Oh. All right. Go for it.
because I think in order to get more people on here, in
Yes.
order to get people to your Coffee Understands website, they both need the same thing, which we're both very bad at because neither of us have any experience with it.
Advertising.
Marketing.
I hate marketing. That's the problem.
Well, you're not going to get anywhere with any sort of company if you don't market.
Right. I know it. So how are we gonna? Okay. Wait a minute. New direction. How are we gonna market? I like this.
Exactly.
I
See,
like
that's where I was going.
That's-
I
this
just
is a
need to find that
marketing
other thing,
podcast.
otherwise
Okay.
it would bug me
Okay,
the entire
so
night.
Now you found that. That part of your brain can go to sleep for a little while. So
Yep.
tell me about your marketing plans. We've got 30 days to make this profitable. Because I want to kill it at the end of the month.
All right. We have 20 days then.
October 9th. October 8th. Because I get billed again on the 9th.
So Sarah's wedding.
Right.
All right.
Yeah. we
You're
get
not
this.
going to remember. You're going to have to kill it before the wedding.
Okay then. But what is it? If it shows promise, I'll give it 2 months.
Alright.
But it's got to show promise. We got to get something here.
Honestly, right now, the biggest thing for marketing is social medias.
I just don't have time. Like it's one of those things. Look, I got priorities and stuff to do, and I don't have time to push it. That's kind of what I've realized because I've had that thing for a year.
Yeah.
It's just not on my priority list to do.
Yeah.
Right. And if you've got something on your list of things to do and you haven't done it
Yeah.
in 6 months, how important is it really?
Yeah.
So
Well, for that part of it, although I know you like it and you want it to work,
I do want it to work, but it's like
if it's not a high priority,
yeah.
you're never going to get
Well,
to
exactly right. No, I'm not going to write to it. So I'm either going to sell the site or just close it.
it.
Yeah. I mean, unless you want to take it over, you could use it.
I don't really want to sell coffee.
We could sell anything. It doesn't matter what you sell. You could put other items on it if you want.
It's called Coffee Understands That Coffee.
Well,
I don't
that's
really
true,
want to sell
yes,
coffee.
It's just a way to make some money. I mean, you can sell whatever you want. But anyway, okay, if you don't want it, I'm just going to probably put it on the marketplace and see if somebody will buy it or just close it.
Yeah. I think what would have really worked, and maybe you can do this in the future, because I've never seen a coffee company do this. Have a coffee company that you can modify the packaging of
Look,
the coffee.
I think it's a great idea. Again, just wasn't a priority. It's like,
I know,
just wasn't.
but if it wasn't a priority for this long, why did you keep it this long?
Because I was hoping I'd get to it. Oh, I'll get to it next month. Oh, I'll do it next month. And I did a little Google advertising, and a few people did hit it. But, I mean, I'm spending hundreds of dollars in Google advertising for a few hits that weren't getting me anywhere. It's like, how much money do I want to put into this thing? So, it was a good little experiment.
This
I
is
don't
another thing with the
regret it.
advertising is you
you know?
really need to go with multiple streams of
Oh,
advertisement.
right, but it's the learning curve on that,
Yeah.
and then the doing it, and then you got to keep it
Welcome,
up.
Spoon.
And hey, Spoon, and you got to keep it up. And hey, Spoon, you want to buy a coffee site? I think I'm going to shut down CoffeeUnderstands.coffee because it just isn't making money. And it's like I don't have time for this. So, yes, I agree with you about the marketing thing. It's just that I've had it for a year.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm selling houses. I'm doing the other I'm real estate. It's like trying to, all kinds of things happening. Rebuilding garages and
Yeah.
it's just like a lot of don't have time.
Honestly,
So-
even though you don't want to, I think the best thing for you to do is to,
Not do it.
have it, not
Yeah.
do it.
If I want it, I'll start it up again.
Exactly. But speaking of this podcast, though, also in marketing, I haven't had time to do a lot,
Yeah.
so I don't really. I'm trying to work on this project and this project and
Exactly.
this project.
Right.
and
It's like.
This is a priority for me to do it consistently.
Yeah.
But I have yet to have the time to go through and figure out, okay, how do I get this on other platforms? Because that's the one thing with podcasts.
I
is
don't know how to get it on Spotify and things.
I don't know how to get it on Spotify.
Yeah, right.
Like, I can upload it to SoundCloud, but how do I get it on Spotify? How do I get it on iTunes? How do I get it on
Yeah, don't know.
Amazon Music or
I guess
whatever?
it's one of those things you just got to do the research.
Right,
Right,
but
and
I
find
don't,
out.
and I don't know how to do any of that. I mean, one thing I can start doing, and what I do want to start doing as soon as I have the new art, is advertising the different podcasts on. I have a Rubber Mushroom Podcasts Instagram page,
Okay.
and I'm probably going to start a Rubber Mushroom Twitter account for all things Rubber Mushroom, podcasts, entertainment, everything Rubber Mushroom, and do a lot more heavy advertising on those so people can follow specifically for Rubber Mushroom stuff. And people generally see stuff on social media before they see stuff on other places, which hopefully will help with the marketing and get people.
Right. So anyway, I've got a month to decide what to do with it, or I'll just kill it at the end of the month and stuff. Which is a bummer because I just renewed.
Yeah.
I renewed the domain. I own the domain for 2 years now. I'm like, oh, bummer. Why did I do that? But okay. So, it's all right.
I mean, domains aren't that expensive.
No, for 2 years it was like, oh, 100 and something bucks.
That's
But-
an expensive domain.
Well, because it's a custom domain. It's a .coffee. It's not a .com or a .info or the
okay.
custom ones are kind of more expensive.
Gotcha.
So I also think that's why it's not found. People are just not used to the custom domains yet. .tv,
Yeah.
.this.
Well, .tv is
yeah.
known.
Well, that's known now,
'Cause
but
Twitch.
right. It took a while to get that one known. But everybody's still used to .com,
Yeah.
.com and .org,
Yeah.
and that's it. You know, there's a lot of other domains out there that people don't even know exist. Matter of fact, I found out that some email filtering, some providers are even filtering domains if you don't have a standard suffix.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they won't even let mail go through from a domain like that. So,
Interesting.
yeah. So anyway, that's the saga. I'm sorry it didn't work, but so if you want a coffee, go there soon.
And .store apparently.
That
is
store's
popular.
getting popular. Fine, yeah. I didn't even know that one existed, but okay. So I'm gonna keep for another month or so and then get rid of it. That's my plan. We'll see.
I would like to try and do more advertising for this sort of stuff, especially once the YouTube series starts going underway.
Well, this is an official plug for coffeeunderstands.coffee. Go there, buy coffee. You'll love it.
But so at some point in the next couple months, we need to get together and record the pilot episode or part of the pilot episode for that YouTube series.
Which YouTube series? We talked about a lot of YouTube series.
The Minecraft YouTube series that I still need a name for. I need a name for it. I need a name. for
Okay,
it.
so this is where I investigate Minecraft world.
Yes,
Ah,
and run into people.
and run into people, and someone's supposed to come with me. Isn't it Mouse? Is she
Yep.
gonna come with me?
Yep.
She's my partner in crime.
Yep.
Yes, looking forward to it, Mouse.
Pretty much, you'll be playing D&D.
Well, thank you, Spoon. Appreciate it. If he drank more coffee.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm playing D&D in Minecraft. Yes, that's good. I can mess you up. I'm going to just come up with things.
You could try.
Yeah.
You
it's
could
just,
try.
My brain, it's just like, yeah, we're good here.
Well, see,
It's like, but here's the problem. My creativity will be so limited by the limitations of Minecraft
why?
because it just won't be able to handle what I'm going to come up with.
Really?
I want to do X. Oh, it doesn't do that. Well, thank you. In a real universe, it would.
No,
Okay, it
you
would.
can't just fly.
I could.
In Minecraft, you can.
Well, fine, but I don't want to fly. I want to walk.
Well, you can do that too.
I'll come up with things that I can't do. How do I do this? Well, you don't. You'll see.
Oh, I could for sure come up with ways to.
Yes, you're one of my few customers, Spoon. I do appreciate that.
You have multiple customers?
I did. I think I had a couple of customers and a couple of abandoned shopping carts.
Lovely.
Yeah.
It's always encouraging.
So anyway, I'm looking forward to that. When do we start that? When there's time.
All right,
Okay.
so everybody listen to this podcast. We'll have some behind the scenes stuff for this series now.
Okay.
Um,
all no people listening to it except Spoon.
Right now, well, he might even be part of it. You might run into him in the world.
Why doesn't he show up on our listening to list?
I don't know.
Wait, that's not fair. Refresh this page. Can we refresh this page?
No, it's autumn. It's.
I don't believe it.
All right. Well, it updated. I've seen it because that updated to 3.
No. Let's see. Yeah, got nothing.
Yeah.
That's quite interesting. I wonder why it doesn't show up there.
I don't know.
Chat's live. Huh. There could be thousands of people listening and we're not being told.
Possibly.
Unlikely.
Unlikely, but
Okay.
possible.
But possible, I suppose. Alright, anyway, you were saying something about Australia.
Just YouTube things. So right now, what's happened is I have written down and I have details for every main character that you're going to meet.
Even dragons? I'd like to meet some dragons. That'd be cool.
We could arrange meeting a dragon.
That would be cool.
We could arrange meeting
Wow.
a dragon. We
Can I have a babblefish?
We have those don't exist.
See? Told ya.
But everyone speaks English anyway.
Fine. Even the pigs?
Yes.
Okay.
See, you don't even need a babblefish when you have just magical translation just happening.
Through the air.
Yeah.
That's weird. Maybe we're speaking different languages and there's magical translation happening through the air.
Probably.
This could be. We'd never know. Okay.
Probably.
Anyway.
But yeah, you don't need a babblefish because everyone will be talking English anyway.
All
so.
right, fine.
And even if they weren't talking English, you'd hear it as English. Which
Well, I
is
guess
kind
that's
of what a
really
babblefish
all that
does.
matters, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But no, so I have all the main, what I think are going to be the main characters.
Can we do it
written
in
down.
VR?
If you really want to buy a VR set to play Minecraft in,
Yes! This could be justification for me spending more money. Like, I need that.
try VR Minecraft first, and then decide how you like it.
All right, we'll stick with the keyboard. That just sounds ominous.
Well, because there's 2 different ways to do Minecraft VR. You could do Minecraft VR with just the headset and a mouse and keyboard.
Yeah.
So you can, like, your headset would be
Your screen.
where you're looking.
Yeah.
Or you could get a piece of stone called Rosetta.
Ha! That'd be great! I love it! I love it, okay.
It's fantastic. Or you can use like the VR joysticks and whatnot,
Yeah.
and literally do all of the motions you do in Minecraft.
Well, that's no fun.
So like if you need to punch down a tree, instead of holding down left click, you're literally punching.
Oh, well, that would be cool. Okay, that would be fun.
Yeah, but that takes a lot. You get tired very quickly. Your arms will get tired very quickly. You are an ideas man, Spoon. That is very true.
Okay, and when do we start?
So right now I have all the people down. We're working. Me and the team. I have a team. I have a
Team,
team
you
of
got a
people.
team.
It's great. We're working.
I'm the key player, but not on this team. Go figure.
We're working on quests.
This is my quest.
You will have many quests.
To follow that stuff.
You'll have a main quest. You'll have a
No
bunch of
matter
main
how
quests. You can have
hopeless.
side quests.
No matter how far.
Because it's D&D. You have quests. That's what you do.
I have a question.
Yes.
Never mind. It was a pun.
Yes.
Got it.
That's not a question. That's a
Right,
statement.
that's a statement.
Okay. And then,
How long should this take to complete? I guess depends on how fast I am through it. Never mind. Answer my own question.
yes. Yeah.
Okay.
It'll probably take a while because of the storyline I have planned out. But hopefully you'll have fun so you won't care.
Right. Lots of fun. All right.
Um,
Where can I can play this from anywhere then?
Yeah, you could anywhere that you could have Discord from.
Okay, great.
Um,
Then I got to rebuild my computer before this.
Yes, but don't worry, because we're waiting until the new version of Minecraft comes out, which will happen around winter time, New Year time.
Oh, okay.
After that,
Because
the stuff that they're adding in the new update is integral to part of the storyline.
oh, what if they decide, we're not adding that this time?
They've put about a year's worth of work into it. They're going to add it.
Is it on their timeline? Have you seen it? We're adding it in this version. Do They
I've
say
seen
that, yeah?
working models of it.
All right.
They have snapshots out where you're like, hey, you can play with this. It's not official. It might crash your computer. But it's here.
All right,
Go
fine.
play with it. Tell us
Okay.
what bugs are here
Well,
so we
then,
can fix them.
It definitely gives me enough time to rebuild my computer.
Yes.
Then. All right, fine.
But then after that's released, then we need to go in and actually make a couple of the sets. Because we don't have to make all of them, but we can make some of them.
Got it.
And we can make the rest of them as the story goes on. Just, oh,
Okay.
he's come running up into this next, we'll make that one. But we
Got
need
it.
to make where you're going to start.
Got it.
And then after that, we can start recording. And then after recording, I can edit it. Nothing ever crashes. Nothing. Nothing ever crashes my PC. Not that time that I tried to click something on Discord and my computer blue screen for literally no reason.
There was a reason somewhere. There was.
I don't know what it was.
There was a bit it didn't like.
I couldn't hear any sound, and so I hit the mute button on Discord and my computer blue screen.
Wow, it took down a whole computer. That's impressive. It's supposed to be processed like in separate memory segments, so it can't happen. But
Supposed to be.
supposed to be. Anyway,
My
moving on.
computer doesn't like that. But yeah, so hopefully recording will start probably around February-ish.
Oh, okay, February-ish. Okay.
Because we gotta get the world ready, we gotta
Okay.
start building
well,
it,
I
and
have
then...
an approximate
Yes,
mental
I'm
model
hoping
now.
January, February-ish we could start recording. I'm hoping for the first episode to be out probably around March.
Would this be like a monthly thing we do, or a weekly thing? Or what's your
It'll be
plan
a
on it?
record when we can,
Got it.
but
okay.
I want to make the edited episodes come out somewhat consistently.
Understood. So one recording could end up being 3 episodes. Depending
Exactly.
On, I get it. Okay.
Exactly.
Right. Got it.
We could have a recording end up be like an hour and a half long that'll cut down to like 20 minutes, or we could have a recording that's like 4 hours long that I cut down to like a bunch of different
I
episodes.
get it. A recording is 4 hours. That's like 20 minutes long. That we expand it to 4 hours. That's harder to do.
Just add anime stuff.
There you go. Right. Random anime
Stare,
characters.
stare, stare,
Right.
stare, stare, stare.
Smolder.
Hello. Stare, stare, stare. Hello.
You need a few smolders in there. Yeah.
Anime doesn't have as much smoldering.
Really?
Unless you watch JoJo. They have some smoldering.
I don't know what JoJo is. I don't want to know what JoJo is.
The art style in JoJo has very pronounced lips.
Oh, really?
It's very strange.
Weird. Okay.
I've only seen the art in a couple of memes. I don't watch it. Because I'm not interested. As you can see from me explaining anime, I have a problem with the pacing of anime. It makes no sense to me.
The pacing, like the storyline gets told quiet, like slowly, or what is the pacing?
How it's paced, how it's presented.
Yeah.
Have you watched anime?
No.
Alright, Japanese anime can have some very interesting characters, some very interesting storyline, like interesting in good ways.
Yeah.
Like the character development can be very good. The storylines can sometimes be really, really interesting.
I'm trying to think if I ever watched any.
Like
anime.
the art,
Really?
the art style in anime is actually really cool because of just how detailed it is.
Yeah.
Some of it can be kind of weird, but it can be pretty cool.
Yeah.
But the pacing of anime is just agonizing.
In that it's too slow.
It's
Or-
repetitive and doesn't do anything.
Oh.
You will have, like, something dramatic will happen, and you'll have a character just, like, it'll be just a headshot of the character, and the sound effect will be, and, like, you'll have just the headshot, and there's, like, you know, graphics of, like, lines going back from the character's face, like, dramatic, you know, like, the face, and, like, and then it goes to them doing that in the scene, and the scene continuing. But it'll cut out to that specific dramatic thing, and then it'll go back, and you'll have things where, like, one of the first animes I tried to watch, the end of the first episode, did this thing where it was like the bad guy would say something, and then it'd cut to the character, and he's like, and then it would cut back to the bad guy, and he'd say something else, and cut back to the character, and it's a slightly zoomed in, and he's going, and it comes back to the bad guy, and then it's an even more zoomed in, like, shot of the character. It goes back and forth like 6 times, and like the bad guy's just repeating himself, and it just goes back to the character reacting the same way but with a slightly more zoomed in frame, and this happens for like 30 seconds.
Don't they call that artistic license?
Probably,
Okay.
But it
So-
bugs me.
You're saying sometimes the
because
license should be revoked.
Yeah,
Got it.
it's not needed. The bad guy says something, it's shock. You show the character in shock, continue.
No need to drag this
You
out.
don't need to go back and forth between the bad guy reiterating or specifying what he said and the character being shocked and slightly more zoomed in.
Why do you think they do that?
It's just the style. It's just, there's a ton of anime. If you see a fighting anime, when they do their moves,
Yeah.
there will always be a build-up to that move. And that build-up will have the isolated character with things in the background, and then it might have, like, something, and then you might cut to somebody watching the build-up, and they comment on it, then it goes back to the build-up, and then the move happens, and then you have the reaction
Reaction
to
to
the move, and how it affected this other person, and they're
And three people
flying back,
watching it
and you
going,
see
"Oh!"
debris, and you see, like, oh my gosh, and, like, debris is going everywhere, and then debris is going everywhere again, because it's the same shot. And it's just, it's like the exact opposite of modern Marvel movies.
Then maybe it's because it's cheaper.
I don't know.
Maybe
I
it's
don't think
just
it
cheaper
is.
to do this.
I don't think it is. It might be if because they could just reuse
Exactly,
things.
just reusing the same thing.
The
The
but
same
it's like
shot of that.
modern Marvel movies. You just have the super cut up action scenes that you don't know what's going on.
Mm.
With anime, they make sure you know what's going on. You know what's going on so much that you forget the reason why it's going on.
You're just getting hit. Why? I don't recall, actually.
Exactly.
It was too long ago.
It was 2 episodes ago.
Right. Why is he getting hit?
That was another thing that bugged me. There was this one anime that I actually really liked.
Yeah.
The character development was a good pace, and the story was actually really interesting, and I liked what was going on, and it had really nice music,
Yeah.
and it was really, really cool. But the problem with this anime was that each episode was 15 minutes long.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So you couldn't get much storyline through it.
Oh, there was no story. You had the first opening credits that you could skip because they were the same opening credits.
Yeah.
It was the theme song. It was a 2-minute long theme
2
song.
minutes and a 15
2-minute
minute.
long theme song. Every single episode. And then you had the last time on for another couple of minutes.
Oh, last time on whatever.
And then you would have the 7-ish minutes of episode. And then you would have the next time on. And then you would have the closing credits, which would be another 3 or 4 minutes.
So you got 5 minutes
You
of
got,
show, maybe.
Approximately 7 minutes of show per episode. You had to skip through the 7 minutes before and the 7 minutes after of this like 15-minute thing. And I know that's more than 15
It
minutes.
was 21 minutes of this 15-minute episode.
But that's what made me stop watching the show.
Got it.
It's like I don't need the next time on, because what bugged me, what really bugged me is
Wait. Tell me, what bugged you?
what happened was there was a episode where it said next time on, and there was a scene that was shown in this next time on.
Mhm.
And then I watched the next episode and had the recap, and
Yeah.
then I had the episode, and then the next time on
It was the same scene.
had that same exact. We never got to that scene, and they showed it on 2 next time ons in a row.
Okay.
And it's like, how long is it gonna take to get there?
I wonder. I mean,
If
I don't
it
know. I
is
wonder.
next time on,
So
have it be in the next episode.
then why do these things stay on so long? Like
People
who
like 'em.
keeps who?
Japan.
Well, perhaps yes. Maybe
I
maybe it's Japan.
mean, there is a everybody knows the classic joke of
I don't.
Dragon Ball Z,
Oh, Dragon Ball Z. I forgot about that. Yeah.
where it was a super popular anime, and there's a joke that you'll have one guy punching another guy for 4 episodes. It takes 4 episodes for him to punch this guy, and it takes another 4 episodes for him to get
React.
punched back. You know, and like a season later, the fight's over.
Wow.
And it is just a classic anime trope. And That is the reason I don't like anime. It's not the style, it's not the stories, it's not... Because that can all be super interesting.
Yeah.
But it's just the pacing. I just cannot deal with the pacing.
Okay. I haven't watched any to really say anything about it, so I...
The only anime style thing that I actually really super avidly enjoy is Avatar: The Last Airbender.
That was anime?
It is anime style. Technically isn't quote-unquote anime,
Right.
because anime in Western culture is a Japanese animation. Because they all use that style. But Avatar is made in California.
Ah.
They use the anime art style, and some of the, you know, like when certain things happen, they would isolate the character and just have funny backgrounds
Yep.
and stuff like that. So there's a lot of anime art in that. The entire thing is an anime art style, but they don't have the classic anime pacing, which I think saved the show.
Yeah, right.
If it was as slow as normal animes were, it would be obnoxious. But I mean, if you go to Japan and ask what is an anime, they will say any animated thing is anime. They call American cartoons anime because that's just their word for animation. But here in the Western world, anime is Japanese animation. And something like Avatar: The Last Airbender is anime style and art, but it's not technically an anime. Because it's not made in Japan.
Learn something new every day.
Spoon did a coffee.
Alright, Spoon. I'm almost done my coffee.
Welcome to the Stream of Consciousness, episode 31, where Turtle rants about anime for 20 minutes.
I didn't have to say a thing in this episode.
And this is something that Karen and I cannot agree on.
Could be a deal breaker.
She loves anime.
Yes.
Yeah.
I saw her coloring book.
Yes. So I just let her do that.
It's her thing.
Yep. Oh, it was a turtle coffee.
Oh, I see.
I think that means you have a customer.
One.
A recurring customer.
Possibly.
We bought from you before.
You did.
So it is a recurring customer. That's the one thing I feel kind of really bad about, is that I've seen Karen watch like highlights of certain shows that she wants, or like clips of shows. And it's like, here is a bunch of clips of this specific character, and I like watch it over her shoulder. I hear it, and it's like, that sounds really interesting. I love the voice acting. I like the art style. I like the story that I'm hearing. But a couple times I've tried to go and like watch it, and the pacing is just the edited compilations edit out all of the super elongated stuff so that you just have the cool highlights. And trying to go watch it, you have all that super. The best anime, if you ever want to go watch anime, is not an actual anime, but it's hilarious. It's called Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged. It's like a 10-year-old YouTube series where somebody took Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah.
And
I know. I should know what Yu-Gi-Oh is.
that's a card game.
Got it.
But they took Yu-Gi-Oh! And they dubbed over it
Okay.
and just made it a parody of Yu-Gi-Oh!
Okay.
Where instead of actually being really serious about this whole thing and, you know, fighting and stuff like that, they're constantly challenging each other to a children's card game.
Okay.
I challenge you to a children's card game. And
That
just,
could be amusing.
there's just all the voices are super, super funny. Yu-Gi-Oh! Himself is like a little kid who gets this super powerful artifact, which helps him win a bunch of these card games. But in the show, they're like, he has this really high-pitched little kid voice. And then when the other guy takes over, he has a really deep voice, and he suddenly hit puberty really quickly.
Got it.
And it's just the contrast of it. And they did a really good job parodying anime, parodying Yu-Gi-Oh, but also having like decently high quality voice dubbing over it, and it has a storyline.
Okay.
So it's not just we're making fun of the thing. It's like no, do you know Darth and Droids?
Yes.
Where they took all of Star Wars and made it into a completely custom D&D game, but it
Right.
still has its own storyline that somehow follows the actual storyline.
Right.
That's what Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridge did.
Okay.
It has its own storyline, but it somehow still follows the actual storyline.
Well, that's interesting.
But Karen had me watch that, and that was funny. That was actually like really funny. Also, it made fun of all the anime tropes of things taking a super long time.
Oh, really?
And she showed me a couple of episodes of the original show and of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged.
Yeah.
And in the original show, when something happens and it's like, oh, you don't know what happened to that guy. In Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged, she's like, help me. No. It's like, what? You're just gonna let me die? Yep. Ah! And then it goes back. Wait, did you just let him die? Maybe. And they just like, don't ever mention it after that.
Yeah. On that note,
On that note, I think we should end there.
I think we should end it right there.
It's a good place. Look, we did a full hour.
We did. We actually managed to fill it up.
Look at that.
I thought it was going to be the shortest Stream of Consciousness podcast in history, but it ended up not being.
Yes, it's
It
not the longest
probably
either.
should
It's
have
about
been.
average. No.
But no,
really,
it
we
was,
talked about marketing.
it was-
Marketing was good.
marketing was kind of good. Well, we
VR
didn't talk
was
about
good.
we talked about our lack of marketing, but we talked about
That is true. We talked about the
the need for marketing.
Minecraft series I'm making.
Yeah, we did talk about that.
I
That's
mentioned briefly the 2 video projects I'm gonna see. So go look at youtube.com/theturtlecube because stuff is gonna be there soon, probably. But yeah, if you missed all the marketing, go back and rewatch the marketing or lack thereof. Anything else?
true. No.
All right.
I'm going to go watch a video now.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in to the 31st episode of the Stream of Consciousness.
The 31st episode. If we had done one of these a day, we'd be done with our first month.
Yes, but we didn't. We did approximately one a week.
And we're done with our second year.
Ish.
Okay. Well, there's
Wait,
still
that doesn't work
yeah,
out.
that's still kind of this lack of marketing seems to be working on. Oh, good, excellent. Reverse psychology of some
Oh,
sort.
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. We will be hopefully back next week.
Yes, back. Wait, next week? Yeah, I think so.
Probably.
I think so. We'll be back next week with another episode of the Stream of Consciousness podcast with new logos and hopefully logos in other places. Logos in places that shouldn't be mentioned. I don't know. How does that work?
There's a logo on my ass.
I didn't say that. I did not say that. We were talking about new logos, and the logo's not showing up on the proper places in YouTube, and then next week maybe the logos would be there.
I hope so.
That's
I
what I
hope
meant.
so.
Logos showing up where logos should be.
It's not what you said.
Oh, that's what I meant to say.
You said logos where there shouldn't be logos.
Oh, well, no, that's
Which is why I said what I said, because that's what I thought of.
I meant logos where there should be logos.
You pull a little string and said, "There's a snake in it. There's a logo on my ass."
All right, good night. We gotta get out of here.
Have a good night, everyone.
Bye,
We'll see you
everybody.
next week. Bye.